Good morning, everyone. This is Dova back with East African Affairs, and I wanted to give another update on the situation between Egypt, Ethiopia, and Sudan over the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam that's being built on the Nile River. The three countries are actually currently hosting talks, or holding talks, I should say, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, whose president is currently serving as the chairman of the African Union. And yesterday, the talks conclude today, but yesterday, Egypt's foreign minister put out a statement saying, quote, "These negotiations represent the final opportunity the three countries must seize in order to reach an agreement before the upcoming flood season," end quote. So if that was, said in a vacuum, that really wouldn't seem that big of a deal. But if you remember, I posted a video last week discussing how Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said there would be inconceivable instability in the region if anyone tried to take a drop of Egypt's water. In addition to that, Sudan and Ethiopia are currently having some pretty fierce border skirmishes, especially in the Al Fashaga Triangle. And lastly, Sudan and Egypt just concluded a joint Air Force exercise dubbed the Nile Eagles 2 at the Marawi Air Force Base north of Khartoum. And even though the Sudanese Army Chief of Staff Mohammed Atman al Hussein said that the exercises weren't targeted at any state, we know that they are. We know that this is a sort of show of force against the Ethiopians. It is an attempt to, in addition to sending troops to the border areas where the dam is actually being built, this is a clear declaration of we're serious this time. For those of you who remember the atmosphere around the first filling of the dam, there was a sort of jingoistic, beating of the war drums rhetoric leading up to it, but nothing ultimately happened. But the difference between then and now is the second filling is sort of a, crossing the Rubicon type event. If Ethiopia is able to actually fill it this second time, Egypt and Sudan would pretty much lose all leverage in negotiations, lose all political leverage because any attempt to attack the dam would blow back on them. The flooding would absolutely be devastating on Sudan, and ultimately that will negatively harm Egypt as well. So I do think things are different this time than in the first filling. I think there's more weight to these words, to these subtle threats or indirect threats, and hopefully cooler heads will prevail and diplomacy will prevail, but you never know. We will see, and I will keep you all updated. Thanks for watching.